Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Bensha Shakyamuni. Okay, before I give the 8 precepts, I'll just explain briefly the 8 precepts. Yeah, the 8 precepts, it's a special code of precepts which is taken by lay people, usually on retreats or on the Uposatha day, that's the full moon and the new moon days. 大家听得懂英文吗？
现在我们现在就开始来那个八关斋戒。那先简单介绍一下八关斋戒的内容。
Yeah, the 8 precepts is an expansion upon the 5 precepts.
那八关斋戒其实就是从5戒开始的。
Except that the 3rd precept is changed.
除了就是说第3的戒有一点改变。
Yeah, the ordinary 3rd precept is to abstain from sexual misconduct.
那第3个就是说不淫欲。
But the 3rd precept in the 8 precepts is to abstain from all sexual activity.
阿弥陀佛。
八关斋戒的这个不邪淫是改为不淫，不淫欲。
Yeah, otherwise the first 5 precepts among the 8 precepts is exactly the same as the usual 5 precepts.
那其余的就是跟5戒都一样。
Okay, so in addition to these 5 precepts, there are 3 additional precepts.
有3个就是额外的戒条。
Okay, of these 3 additional precepts, everybody here will just, of necessity, will be observing the 7th and 8th precept. So the deciding point whether or not you want to take the 8 precepts is the 6th precept. Did you get? Okay.
Didn't get.
So everybody here will be observing the 7th and 8th precept, even if whether they take the 8 precepts or not, because we're not going to have during the retreat any dancing, singing, or entertainment.
其实你都已经在道场里面了，你前面的5戒这个当然就是自然就是会有。但是第6戒 the 6th one is.
Yeah, so the difference is really the important one is the 6th precept.
那真正会有差别的是在第6条。
And this is a precept to refrain from eating after midday.
那第6条就是不非时食，就过午以后就不食。
Yeah, so this is a monastic precept that is observed by the lay people when they take the 8 precepts.
那这个就是居士在受8戒的时候，所持守的这个出家戒。
Okay, now when you undertake the 6th precept, it means that you don't take any substantial food after midday.
那这个不非时食就是不吃这个固体的食物。
But you're allowed to drink liquids, so you can take, if you want, tea, coffee, any kind of juice. And I think in the evening they'll be serving here soy milk or almond milk or hot chocolate. Any of those you can drink.
那如果你持这个不非时食的话，过午以后你还是可以这个饮用这个流体的这个食物，比如说是这个茶、咖啡，或者是豆浆，或者是杏仁奶，这些都是可以的。
But if the kitchen here is serving a meal, in the evening and you take the 8 precepts, you don't take the meal.
那但是如果是我们大寮里面有准备正式的这个晚餐的话，那你持守不非时食的话，那就不去吃那个正式的食物。
So that is the 6th precept.
那这个就是第6条的不非时食。
Okay, the 7th precept, as you can see, is that you abstain from dancing, singing, music, and any other kind of entertainment.
那第7条不顾往观听，就是除了八关斋戒，你就不可以唱歌跳舞，也不可以看这些表演。
And so, at the monastery, we will not be having any dancing, singing, music, or entertainment.
那当然，在道场里面，我们也没有提供大家有这样的机会。
But if you take the 8 precepts, don't use your cell phone to think I'll get a little music or watch some movies on the cell phone or the tablet.
虽然道场里面没有提供，但是就是也不要看自己的手机里面的那些音乐，听音乐或者是看手机里面的这些影片。
Okay, and then the second part of the 7th precept is to avoid wearing garlands, perfumes, putting on cosmetics, and putting on decorative jewelry.
然后下一条是不香花蔓，不香花蔓就是不用这个不用香水，然后不用花蔓，就是不用装饰品这些，然后也不用首饰，就是你的珠宝这个就是让不能够穿戴这些东西。
Yeah, but in my opinion, if some women have earrings or wedding rings, they don't have to take that off.
个人看法就是，如果是你结婚的戒指的话，那也不用特别的要把它拿下来，或者是特别这个耳环 earring doesn't necessary OK。如果你有耳环的话，也不一定就是要把它拿下来，这是
But one doesn't put on any additional jewelry in order to decorate the
就是不
person.
要再额外的再去穿戴其他的珠宝。
Okay, then the 8th precept is to refrain from using high or luxurious beds and seats.
那第8条就是不高广大床，就是不用这个特别大的这个床铺，或者是豪华的这个坐垫。
And naturally here everybody has their assigned bed, so there's no possibility of using a luxurious bed.
那我们这边就是每一个人都是有指定的这个床铺，那当然这一条也自然而然就能够持守了。
Okay, so those are the 8 precepts. And now I'm going to begin by first giving the 3 refuges. But we begin with the lay people will make the request for the 3 refuges and the 8 precepts. So 3 languages here.
我们会从3皈依开始。
Which language do you use?
And they like or Pali.
Okay. Okay, Venerable Changre suggests we do it in Pali. Okay, so I will... English better. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting one voice from my left, another voice from my right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll use English. Okay. Okay, so first I will recite each sentence phrase by phrase, and then you repeat after me.
那班队一句一句的念，大家也跟着念。
Okay. Permit me, Venerable Sir, for taking the 8 precepts
for taking the 8 precepts
together with the 3 refuges.
together with the 3 refugees.
Venerable Sir,
Venerable Sir,
having assisted me, please grant me the precepts.
Please grant me the precepts.
And the second time, permit me, Venerable Sir, for taking the 8 precepts together with the 3 refuges. Venerable Sir, having assisted me, please grant me the precepts. Okay, a third time, permit me, Venerable Sir, for taking the 8 precepts together with the 3 refuges. Venerable Sir, having assisted me, please grant me the precepts. Okay, now we pay homage to the Buddha. So we could do this together in Pali. It's just one line. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, so now everybody takes the 3 refuges, whether or not you're going to take the 8 precepts.
不管你是不是要受八关斋戒，但是现在大家都受了这个3皈依。
Okay. To the Buddha, I go for refuge.
To the Buddha, I go for refuge.
To the Dharma, I go for refuge.
To the Dharma, I go for refuge.
To the Sangha, I go for refuge.
To the Sangha, I go for refuge.
For the second time, to the Buddha, I go for refuge.
To the Buddha, I go for refuge.
For the second time, to the Dhamma, I go for refuge.
To the Dhamma, I go for refuge.
For the second time, to the Sangha, I go for refuge.
To the Sangha, I go for refuge.
For the third time, to the Buddha, I go for refuge.
To the Buddha, I go for refuge.
For the third time, to the Dhamma, I go for refuge.
To the Dhamma, I go for refuge.
For the third time, to the Sangha, I go for refuge.
To the Sangha, I go for refuge.
Okay, and now the going for the refuges now is completed.
现在3皈依圆满。
Okay, and now we will do the 8 precepts. And again, only those who want to observe the 8 precepts will recite the 8 precepts.
想要受八关斋戒的人，那才跟着念。
And those who are not observing the 8 precepts will be observing still the 5 precepts.
那如果不受八关斋戒的人，但是还是就是要受5戒，要守5戒。
Okay. I undertake the precept.
I undertake the precept
to refrain from killing living beings.
to refrain from killing living beings.
I undertake the precept
I undertake the precept
to refrain from taking that which is not given.
to refrain from taking that which is not given.
I undertake the precept
I undertake the precept
to refrain from all sexual activity.
to refrain from all sexual activity.
I undertake the precept
I undertake the precept
to refrain from false speech.
to refrain from false speech.
I undertake the precept
I undertake the precept
to refrain from intoxicants.
to refrain from intoxicants.
I undertake the precept
I undertake the precept
to refrain from eating after noon.
to refrain from eating afternoon.
I undertake the precept
I undertake the precept
to refrain from dancing,
to refrain from dancing,
singing,
singing,
music,
music,
and entertainment,
and entertainments,
from wearing garlands,
from wearing garlands,
perfumes,
perfumes,
cosmetics,
cosmetics,
and jewelry.
and jewelry.
I undertake the precept
I undertake the precept
to refrain
to refrain
from using high or luxurious
from using high or luxurious
beds and seats.
bed and seats.
Okay, so now we're going to say 6 full days and nights rather than 1 day and night. The Uposatha, which was laid down by the Buddha,
The Uposatha which was laid down by the Buddha
and consists of the 8 precepts,
and consists of the 8 precepts
has been determined by me.
has been determined by me.
I will keep it well
I will keep it well
for 6 full days and nights.
for 6 full days and nights.
Okay, and now we could say this in Pali. It's one sentence repeated 3 times. Imani
Imani
atta
atta
sikhapadani
sikkhapadani
samadhiyami.
samadhiyami.
Imani
Imani
atta
atta
sikhapadani
sikkhapadani
samadhiyami.
samadhiyami.
Imani
Imani
atta
atta
sikhapadani
sikkhapadani
samadhiyami.
samadhiyami.
So with this, you are undertaking the 8 precepts. Okay, and now I say, having well observed these 8 precepts today for 6 days and nights, together with the virtues of the Uposatha by the Upasaka and Upasika, may you keep them well with diligence. Okay, so with this, the ceremony is completed.
这个八关斋戒的仪式圆满。